Pick up a multi-pack of Kit Kats from Tesco today and count the bars. There are 18. 2 years ago, there were 21. The price didn't go down. The pack didn't get cheaper. They just removed 3 bars and hoped you wouldn't notice. That is shrinkflation. And it is happening to hundreds of products in every major supermarket in Britain. Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrisons. Right now, this week, on the shelves you walk past every single day. By the end of this year, shrinkflation alone will have cost your household an estimated $200 to $300, without a single price on the shelf ever going up. Today, we're going to expose 3 ways British supermarkets are taking more money from you without ever raising the price on the shelf. The first is shrinkflation, less product for the same price. The second is skimpflation, cheaper ingredients hidden in the same packaging. The third is the loyalty card trap, and that one isn't about saving you money at all. Let's go. Shrinkflation works because of a single psychological exploit. You remember prices, but you don't remember weights. You know what you pay for a bag of Walkers. You do not know how many bags are in the multi-pack. Walkers knows this. That is why they cut 2 bags from their 24 packs and kept the price identical. And if you want the single product that proves British supermarkets think you're stupid, look at what happens every Christmas. The quality street tub. Your nan bought the 1.2 kilos tin. It sat on the coffee table from Boxing Day to New Year and barely got finished. Walk into Tesco this December and the standard tub is 650 green. Nearly half the chocolate has vanished over the years. The price has gone up. The tub has been redesigned to look the same size. Taller lid, thicker plastic, more air. That is not inflation. That is engineering. The manufacturer shrinks the product. The supermarket keeps the shelf price stable, and both protect their margins while you absorb the loss in volume. You pay the same. You get less. Everyone wins except you. You didn't pay more. You just got less. And it is not limited to chocolate and crisps, which has documented shrinkflation across cleaning products, toiletries, cereals, cooking sauces, and frozen food. Easter eggs at Asda and Tesco saw unit prices climb by 39 to 44% year on year. The products that get hit hardest are the ones you buy on autopilot. The weekly staples you throw into the trolley without checking, because you've bought them 100 times before and your brain has filed the transaction as settled. That is the exploit. Your habits are the vulnerability. The supermarkets know your shopping behavior better than you do, and they use it against you. But shrinkflation is the version of this scam you can at least detect if you look closely. The second method is designed so that you never find out at all. Skimpflation is when the product stays the same size, the price stays the same, but the ingredients inside get quietly downgraded. And it is happening to products you buy every week. Look at the spread in your fridge. Brands that once used buttermilk and natural oils have been quietly reformulating with palm oil and processed vegetable fats. The economics are brutal and simple. Palm oil costs roughly $700 a ton. Cocoa butter costs over $8,000. When a chocolate manufacturer swaps one for the other in a filling or coating, the saving across millions of units is enormous. They pocket the margin. You eat a worse product at the same price and never know it happened. The packaging looks identical. The weight is identical. The thing you are eating is not the same product it was 2 years ago. It is a cheaper product in the same wrapper. And unlike shrinkflation, there is no visual cue to alert you. The only way to catch skimpflation is to read the ingredients list. And the manufacturers know you won't. This is not cost management. This is deception by design, and here is the one that ties it all together. Because while they are shrinking your products and cheapening your ingredients, they have built an entirely separate system to make sure you keep coming back. And that system has nothing to do with saving you money. Loyalty card pricing. Tesco Club Card. Sainsbury's Nectar. The pitch is simple. Scan your card, get a lower price. Millions of British shoppers now treat their loyalty card as essential. You'd feel like a mug paying the non-card price when the saving is right there on the shelf. But ask yourself what that card actually does. Every time you scan it, the supermarket records what you bought and how often you buy it. They are building a behavioral profile of your spending habits so detailed that they can predict what you'll buy next week before you've written your shopping list. The loyalty discount is not a reward. It is the price of your data. And the gap between the loyalty price and the standard price has been deliberately widened to make shopping without the card feel like a penalty. But here's what actually happened. Tesco didn't lower the club card price. They raised the non-club card price and called the original price a discount. That is not a saving. That is a surcharge on privacy. The result is a system where every trip to the supermarket costs you in 3 ways you never agreed to. Less product, worse ingredients, and your purchasing data harvested in exchange for discounts that aren't really discounts. None of this is accidental. All of it is deliberate. Quick question. What's the worst shrinkflation you've spotted? The product that made you stop in the aisle and think, "Are you having a laugh?" Drop it in the comments. Name the product, name the shop. So what can you actually do? 3 things, and the first one will change the way you shop permanently. Number 1, train yourself to read the unit price. Every shelf label in every British supermarket is legally required to show the price per 100 drawn or per liter. This is the only number that tells the truth. Not the pack price, not the offer price, not the club card price, the unit price. When Walker's removes 2 bags from a multi-pack, the unit price goes up even if the shelf price stays flat. When a cooking sauce quietly drops from 500 ml to 450 ml, the unit price exposes it instantly. Once you start reading unit prices, shrinkflation becomes visible. It takes 5 seconds per product. Do it for a month and it becomes automatic. This is the single most powerful tool available to any British shopper, and almost nobody uses it. Number 2, switch your staples to Aldi and Lidl. This is not about snobbery. It is about business model. Aldi and Lidl operate on a fundamentally different margin structure to Tesco, Sainsbury's, and Asda. Fewer product lines, faster stock rotation, lower overheads, and critically, no loyalty card program harvesting your data. Their own brand products are frequently manufactured in the same factories as the branded equivalents, just under a different label. Which? Taste tests have repeatedly shown Aldi and Lidl own brand products matching or beating the big-name brands. The price difference on a typical weekly shop is $15 to $25. Over a year, that is $780 to $1,300. That is not a lifestyle change. That is a pay rise. Number 3, stop funding the center aisles. This is not a cooking tip. This is a financial decision. The center aisles of every British supermarket, ready meals, pre-made sauces, branded snacks, processed convenience food, are where the highest profit margins live. They are also the exact products most vulnerable to shrinkflation and skimpflation because the packaging hides the manipulation. A jar of pasta sauce costs $2.50 and has been skimpflated twice in 3 years. A tin of tomatoes, garlic, and olive oil costs 60p and makes a better sauce. You cannot shrinkflate a tomato. You cannot skimpflate a chicken breast. The further you move towards raw ingredients, the further you move from the supermarket's ability to manipulate what you're paying for. Every ready meal you stop buying is revenue stripped directly from their highest margin product line. That is not cooking from scratch. That is a targeted refusal to participate in their most profitable scam. Here is what the supermarkets understand about British shoppers that British shoppers refuse to accept about themselves. You shop by habit. You buy by brand. You trust the packaging. And every single one of those instincts is being used to take more from you while giving you less. The rule is simple. Read the unit price. Check the weight. Flip the pack. If the ingredients have changed since you last bought it, they didn't improve the recipe. They cut the cost and kept your money. Stop rewarding it. Subscribe. Next week, we're exposing what's happening inside British pet food and why the bag that says premium is filled with exactly the same thing as the one that doesn't. That one is going to infuriate you.